Most riders think they're bad at curves because they're not brave enough. They think they need more speed, more lean, better tires, a different bike. That's not it. I'm Matthew, this is Autozium, and here's the uncomfortable truth. 90% of riders fail in curves because of a few simple mistakes they don't even realize they're making. Not beginners only, not slow riders, good riders, experienced riders, riders who've been riding for years. Today, we're breaking down 5 curve mistakes that quietly wreck confidence, cause close calls, and make corners feel way harder than they need to be. If curves still make your heart rate spike, listen closely. Let's start. Mistake number 1, entering the curve with the wrong mindset. Most curve problems don't start in the curve, they start before it. Long before lean angle, throttle, or body position even come into play, the real issue shows up in your head. Most riders approach curves already bracing for impact. They see the turn coming, and their brain jumps straight to, what if I'm going too fast? What if I run wide? What if there's gravel? What if I mess this up? That mental noise changes how you ride before the bike even tips in. Your shoulders tighten, your grip firms up, your breathing gets shallow, your inputs get hesitant, and motorcycles absolutely feel that. A bike doesn't know fear, but it responds instantly to uncertainty. When your inputs aren't clear, the bike doesn't feel settled. When the bike doesn't feel settled, your brain panics even more. That's the feedback loop that makes curves feel sketchy. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most riders don't ride into curves. They survive them. They delay decisions. They second guess speed. They hesitate on turn in. Then halfway through the curve, everything feels rushed. The line feels wrong. The exit feels far away. And now they're reacting instead of riding. Good riders don't wait until they're leaned over to decide what to do. They decide early. Before the curve, they've already chosen their entry speed, their basic line, where their eyes will go. That doesn't mean they're reckless. It means they're prepared. Confidence in curves isn't about being fearless. It's about commitment. Commitment doesn't mean charging in hot. It means you've made a decision and you're sticking to it unless something truly changes. When your brain is calm, your body is calm. When your body is calm, the bike behaves. If curves feel stressful, ask yourself this question honestly. Am I deciding early or hoping it works out? Hope is not a riding strategy. Decisive riders feel smooth not because they're more talented, but because they're not arguing with themselves mid-corner. Mistake number 2, looking at the wrong thing. Almost every rider knows they're supposed to look through the turn. Very few riders actually do. What most riders really do is glance ahead, then snap their vision right back to the danger. The pavement right in front of the tire, the guardrail creeping closer, the center line drifting inward. That short, low vision makes curves feel fast and chaotic, even at moderate speeds. Your motorcycle follows your eyes, not eventually, immediately. When your vision stays close, your brain feels rushed. When your brain feels rushed, your inputs get abrupt. And when your inputs get abrupt, the bike feels unstable. This is why riders swear a curve tightened up on them, even when it didn't. Their vision collapsed. Good curve vision is calm and far. Your head is turned. Your eyes are up. You're already looking toward where you want to exit, not where you are. This does something powerful. It gives your brain time. Time to process, time to relax, time to smooth out inputs. The bike doesn't suddenly become more capable. You become less reactive. Here's where riders mess this up. They only look far once the bike is already leaned over. By then, it's late. The key is early vision, earlier than feels natural. Turn your head before the lean. Lead with your eyes, not your hands. Let the bike follow. And yes, it feels exaggerated at first. That's normal. Your instincts want to stare at threats. That's human survival wiring. But riding well means overriding that instinct. You don't ignore danger. You just don't stare at it. Look at open road. Look at space. Look at where you want to end up. That single change makes curves feel wider, slower, and calmer, without touching the throttle. Mistake 3, bad body position, without realizing it. This isn't about hanging off. This isn't about racing technique. This is about not fighting your own motorcycle. A lot of riders sit stiff in curves without realizing it. Their torso stays rigid, their arms lock, their shoulders stay square to the bike. The bike leans, but the rider doesn't flow with it. That creates resistance. When your body resists the lean, the bike feels heavier. The steering feels slower. Every correction feels bigger than it should. And now the rider thinks, this bike feels unstable in corners. No, the bike feels restricted. You don't need dramatic movement to fix this. Small changes matter. Turn your head with intention. Let your inside shoulder relax. Allow your upper body to follow the curve naturally. Not exaggerated, not forced, just fluid. Your arms should guide, not brace. Your hands should communicate, not clamp. When your body moves with the bike instead of against it, something interesting happens. Lean feels easier. Steering feels lighter. The bike stops feeling like it wants to fall inward. That's because you've stopped stacking tension on top of gravity. Good body position isn't about style, it's about removing resistance. And most riders don't need to add anything, they need to stop locking themselves in place. Once your body loosens up, curves stop feeling like something you wrestle and start feeling like something you roll through. Mistake number 4, rolling off the throttle mid curve. This mistake is responsible for more mid corner panic than almost anything else. And the scary part is that riders think they're being safer when they do it. The setup usually looks like this. You enter the curve feeling okay. Speed seems reasonable. Lean angle feels manageable. For a moment, everything is fine. Then halfway through the turn, your brain whispers something dangerous. This feels fast. What if the corner tightens? What if there's gravel? And without even realizing it, your wrist rolls off the throttle. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it's a full chop. Occasionally, the rider even taps the brake. That single moment is when the curve falls apart. Here's why. A motorcycle in a corner relies on balance more than anything else. Throttle isn't just about speed, it's about stability. A steady throttle keeps weight evenly distributed between the front and rear tire. It keeps the suspension settled. It keeps the geometry predictable. When you roll off mid-corner, all of that changes instantly. Weight transfers forward. The front suspension compresses. The rear gets light. The bike wants to stand up. And when the bike stands up, it runs wide. That's the exact moment riders feel like they're running out of road. Not because the curve suddenly got tighter, but because they changed the bike's balance. This is why so many riders swear a corner came out of nowhere or tightened unexpectedly. In reality, the corner stayed the same. The bike didn't. Now here's the uncomfortable truth most people don't talk about. Rolling off the throttle mid-curve is almost never about speed. It's about confidence. Riders who trust their line and their vision don't feel the urge to roll off. Riders who are unsure do. The throttle roll-off is a reaction to doubt, not danger. And the more often you do it, the more your brain learns the wrong lesson. You roll off, the bike feels unstable. You panic, you survive. Your brain says, see, curves are sketchy. That cycle destroys confidence. What you actually want is boring consistency, not acceleration, not deceleration. Just a neutral, steady throttle that keeps the bike calm. This doesn't mean blasting out of corners like a track rider. It means maintaining enough throttle to keep the suspension loaded and the tires working evenly. When you do that, something interesting happens. The bike tracks smoother. The steering feels lighter. The curve feels slower, even at the same speed. Your brain has time again. And suddenly, the urge to panic disappears. One more thing riders get wrong here. They think correcting mid-corner is bad riding. It's not. What is bad riding is abrupt correction. Smooth adjustments are normal. But chopping the throttle or grabbing brake mid-lean is like yanking the steering wheel in a car while cornering. It shocks the system. If you enter a curve a little hot, the solution isn't panic. It's smoothness. A calm rider with a steady throttle will almost always make the corner. A tense rider who rolls off usually won't. The fix for this mistake isn't bravery. It's trusting the process. Set your speed before the turn. Choose your line early. Commit to steady throttle through the curve. Once you do that, curves stop feeling like a gamble and start feeling predictable. Mistake number 5, trying to fix everything at once. This is the mistake that keeps riders stuck for years without realizing why. It doesn't feel dangerous. It doesn't cause instant panic, but it quietly destroys progress. Here's how it shows up. A rider watches a few videos, maybe reads some advice, maybe hears tips from friends. Suddenly, they're aware of everything they're doing wrong. Vision, body position, throttle control, braking points, line choice, head position, relaxed arms, grip pressure. So the next time they ride curves, they try to fix it all, and the ride feels worse. Their head is noisy, their timing is off, they're late to everything. The bike feels awkward. Instead of riding the road, they're riding their thoughts. This is where many riders mistakenly think, maybe I'm just not good at curves. But that's not the problem. The problem is cognitive overload. Motorcycling, especially cornering, is a skill that relies heavily on automatic reactions. When you overload your conscious brain, your riding gets clumsy. Think about it like this. You didn't learn to walk by fixing posture, foot placement, arm swing, and balance all at once. You learned gradually, one adaptation at a time. Your body figured the rest out. Curves work the same way. When riders try to correct everything in one turn, they remove flow. Riding becomes mechanical instead of natural. And curves stop feeling smooth because the rider is interrupting themselves every second. There's also a confidence cost. When you try to fix 10 things and only manage 2, your brain focuses on the 8 failures. That creates frustration, and frustration kills learning. The smartest riders do the opposite. They pick one skill per ride, not one skill per curve, one skill per ride. Maybe today is vision day. Nothing else matters. If body position is sloppy, that's fine. If throttle isn't perfect, ignore it. Eyes lead, everything else is background noise. Next ride, maybe throttle control. Next ride, body relaxation. This creates stacking improvement. Each skill settles into muscle memory before the next one is added. Over time, everything works together without conscious effort. This is why experienced riders look calm. They're not thinking harder than you. They're thinking less. Another trap here is comparison. Riders see others leaning deeper, riding faster, looking smoother, and assume they need to catch up immediately. That rush leads to overload and bad habits. Progress doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing less, better. Here's the key mindset shift. Curves aren't something you solve. They're something you grow into. Every smooth corner you ride builds confidence quietly. Every calm correction teaches your brain what works. Every ride where you focus on one thing makes the next ride easier. When you stop trying to fix everything at once, curves stop feeling chaotic. They start feeling familiar. And familiarity is what confidence is built on. Curves should feel calm, predictable, almost boring. If every curve feels like a fight, something in your process is off, and now you know exactly where to look. If this helped you, stick around. Autozium is about riding smarter, not pretending we're invincible. Drop a comment and tell me honestly, what part of curves messes with you the most right now? Ride smooth, ride aware. I'll see you in the next one.